citizens of ancient Egypt, welcome back to Pharaoh, a new era, and today we're going to jump into a whole new mission where we're gonna go ahead and play and continue our campaign through the ages. And we are currently still going through the Old Kingdom, and we're gonna go to North Dahshur here. And now, if you don't know, this is the modded version of Pharaoh, a new era. There is a mod that has hundreds of fixes. Just so much stuff has been fixed in this game with these unofficial bug fix mod packs and stuff like that. So the game has been improved with new options, new fixes, even the map redesigns and stuff to make them more, well, better in general. Here we are in North Dahshur. We need 3,000 population, 20 culture, 18 monument, 30 prosperity, and 55 kingdom as we build a large pyramid. This may be the largest pyramid we've had so far. So let's go ahead and get into North Dahshur in Pharaoh.
Pharaoh Snofru has brought order to Egypt, and the kingdom now flourishes under his wise and benevolent rule. Snofru wishes to undertake another construction project at Dahshur, even more ambitious than the bent pyramid already completed. Royal architects, surveyors, and engineers are confident they can construct an edifice whose sides rise in one continuous angle, culminating in a perfect peak. If successful, this will be the first true pyramid, and will be a worthy home for Pharaoh Snofru through all eternity. Pharaoh's wife, Queen Hetepheres, has recently given birth to a son whom they have named Khufu. Our people look toward the day of his eventual rule with much foreboding, for the seers of Horus, god of the Pharaoh, have predicted that he will show none of his father's benevolence toward our people. Though he will achieve many great things, they fear he will rule Egypt with unyielding tyranny. You may acquire wood from Byblos, since carpenters will have to build many ramps to allow workers to reach the summit of this great pyramid.
I like how this briefing is. We are gonna be building a new pyramid. It's gonna be magnificent and the best thing we've ever done. By the way, the wife of the pharaoh has had a kid and he's gonna be a dick. By the way, you can just import the wood and stuff you need for the pyramid. We're just gonna slip that in there. But, oh, this Khufu kid, he's kind of a dick. Oh well, let's build this pyramid. Let's pause the game and look at what we're dealing with. Some interesting floodplains here, some floodplains there. Now, it is a hot day in the desert today, so I'm not wearing my big cloak that I usually do. Stone over there. Let's see what resources we've got. Shipwright, limestone quarry, and then just a bunch of production. In terms of food, we have grain farms, barley farms. Okay, irrigation ditch. All right. There's the fertile ground there, floodplain there. Not a lot of space for farming, honestly. And we're going for 3,000 people? Yeah, let's check the map. Here we are in Dahshur. What are we trading with? We could sell beer, barley, linen, limestone. We can import this stuff. If we want to export linen, we'll need to import flax. Is there a source for that? We buy grain. Okay. What's down here? Salima Oasis sells ebony and wood. They buy pottery, papyrus, linen, copper, beer, land trade route as well. Abu, water trade route. They sell flax and gems. Okay. Pottery, papyrus, clay, bricks. So, look at all these monuments on the map as well. It's nice to see. Oh, Byblos is up here. They sell ivory, wood, copper. They buy jewelry and gems. So, they buy jewelry. So we could import gems and export jewelry. We should definitely check the prices of things. There it is. So buyers pay, sellers receive. What's the good export here? So buyers pay, sellers receive per 100. Sellers receive. That's bricks. So barley was a option. Beer was an option. Linen. So flax import is 54. Export is... So importing flax to export linen makes sense. How about importing reeds to export papyrus? Makes sense. I want to get this right because I've gotten this wrong before. How about importing gems to export jewelry? Does not make sense. Okay, we're not going to do that. All right, I think... So if we're importing to export, we want to do flax to linen, reeds to papyrus. That makes sense. Starting money is 7,500. Checking the map again. So we can import... we can export linen, and we can import reeds. Does someone buy papyrus? Yes. Okay, so we're definitely doing those two. So in terms of the first export, we want to... This is a water trade route. I'm going to open this immediately. Beer and barley, that's going to be our first export. So checking where to build the dock. I see, it's over here. Okay, fine. In terms of water crossing, we want to definitely bridge over here. And I can't bridge over there, but the dock will be on this side. Do we need to go over this side for anything else? There's more rocks, but I don't think we need that. In terms of the monument, we need the large pyramid. This can go kind of anywhere. I typically stick this out. These sand dunes are so specific, aren't they? No, you can't stick it in that corner. Guess I can go like there? Because I'd probably want to build there. And you can't fit it there. I don't want it there. I think this is the best spot right here. I'll give it some breathing room around the sand dunes. Like that. That's going to be where I build the pyramid. Good. And just for reference, I'll build a road around it. So I see that is where the pyramid is. Good. In terms of everything else. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna pop a house here. Farming will happen this way, I think. So I will need... I go to farming, grain farm, barley farm. So I want both of these. I should use the floodplain first. So I'll do 1, 2, 3. I don't know if... No, a road can't pass there. It's a bit annoying, but it's fine. Here. 4 barley farms, and then... You know what? I'm gonna put down some food. Amazing, I know, right? These floodplains are always a bit difficult. I think I can fit one there. And then I'm going to send the road. I think we can send the road through here. And then a road like this to come out there. And then a road out this way. So for now, I'm just gonna send the road round. Until we get back home. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect this road up to this road, and I will have a house right here. But I'll roadblock that. And I'll roadblock this. So that I could have work camps there. And then I will build my first housing block. Just kind of like here. And I'm not going to measure because, you know, we'll just keep things a bit more natural. I can actually just remove this road. We don't need that there. But I will roadblock this. Okay, good. Because this mission feels like it could actually be, maybe, a little bit difficult. So row of houses there. Row of houses there. Row of houses. there. And make sure we get some water supplies. This is not kind... I do need a roadblock here. And actually this house should be on like that side, not this side. Good? Yeah. I'll unpause the game, and then we'll get the other basic services down. I need firehouse, firehouse, architect's post, architect's post, police station, work camp, work camp, work camp. There's gonna be people moving over this side as well, before I forget. Firehouse, architect's post, police station. I will roadblock there. And I will also have a work camp here to begin digging up the pyramid. Then we need our health services. Physician. You know what? Have a dentist. And then let's not forget the gods, where Ptah is our patron god. So Ptah gets a temple. The rest of you get a shrine. Shrine to Osiris, shrine to Ra, shrine to Set. We'll have people move in. Why aren't people moving into this house? Come on. That's kind of an important house. Get in there. Get in there. Get in there. I know there's the option to not have worker seekers, but I'm still... 500 residents, good. Why do people not want to move into this house? There we go. Now things can activate. So we're gonna have these farms go through. I want to go and prepare. I think this road here. So I'll need firehouse, architect's post, and then I will need a granary. I will need a storage yard. This will be, yeah, accepting grain. This will be accepting grain. I'm gonna set this to getting grain. And then I want to definitely roadblock off there. So that should be covered okay. On this side, I can bring the other stuff. Let's see, I'll need a storage yard. For barley, and then a storage yard for beer, and then I just need the breweries. Like that. And then also I need to set beer to export everything. Okay. All right, that's a start. We do have plenty of unemployment, more than I thought. So let's go ahead and just get this pyramid really going. No working dock. Yes, I know. If I wanted a dock, I would put it there. And then if I just notch this road over like that, that actually functions fine. Okay, cool. So first harvest coming in. In terms of the monument, plain stone and limestone. Okay, so in terms of getting those things, I can mine limestone, but plain stone has to be imported. I think we just have to solve our money problem first, then get some military down in case of invasions. I think that's correct, yeah. In terms of taxes, I'm just going to drop taxes a little bit here. Make sure we don't accidentally get people upset. So not a great harvest for this first one. That first flood is also kind of terrible. That calls for some floodplain irrigation. Yeah, that's all covered. Okay. Keep the fertility up on those. If I wanted a water lift on this side, I'd need to bring another house down. I don't have medical stuff on this side. You will likely need a physician. Yes. Oh, I should roadblock there as well. Just keep things on that road. There we go. They're starting to dig up the foundations. Good. Out of money. First rescue funds. No problem. We're starting to get some beer here. The first trade route was a water trade route, right? Yes.
I love the art of the deal. I can't wait to trade my supplies.
Those ditches don't look connected to water. They apparently are not. There we go. Now they're connected. We're selling some beer, so our first export has happened. Great. Okay, next farming season's coming through. Fertility is not great. Mediocre at best. How are the gods feeling? Which one is the religious here? Apathetic, 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 amiable? Okay. So, going from here, I think I will expand... How do I want to do this? If I wanted to expand industry here, I would draw a road like this, and I would connect this up to like this, but then I'd roadblock that. I would then... What I would do is I would bridge over here, and then have this road extend over to here in a pseudo loop, but not quite. I can then also connect this up and roadblock that, so there's a shorter path from the farms. And with this access there, oh, I see the problem here. That needs to be focused on that way, and then this needs to be focused on this way. So this road is now connected, and then that allows me to have a water lift right here, where I would extend a road out like that, and this, not great, but if I roadblock there, I can then go to food and farming and try to stabilize my grain supply. Go to irrigation. Yes. Is this not working? No workers live nearby. There we go. Just took a bit. So this is not the best setup, but I think it basically works. Did I notice the extra detail on the religion overseer? Extra detail. Which has been added. I don't know what was here originally and what's been modded in. The number of people, maybe? Population coverage next to the god moods. Ah, yes. Okay, that is actually very handy. So we currently have a population of 600, so we're covering half of them, so it's not great, you know? This also allows more room for breweries when I can support them. So these, they're just sort of fixed at 40% something fertility. Alright, I should bring down the 9-lometer. So we're gonna wait for the next harvest. How's this? Okay, foundation's going fast. But I can't increase my population or my industries until we get more people in. To get more people in, we do need the food. And then we can start importing a bunch of stuff to export a bunch of stuff. For example, I would want to have this maybe stuck here. And this will not be accepting barley. This will be accepting flax to half and reeds to half. This will be the import warehouse for the flax and reeds. This is not connected to any housing. That is annoying. Can I fix this? If I bridge here, and then I road like this, and then I just have another house here, and then I road up to there, and then I road this over like that, and then I get rid of that roadblock, and instead I roadblock it like this. This then would go down to that way, which technically I didn't even need that house there. I could just have that connected up to there. And then this allows this storage yard to walk down and have access to that house, which should be fine. Cannot burn, cannot collapse. Cannot burn, cannot collapse. So this doesn't need coverage for firehouse and architect's post, which means I actually do not want them walking that way. I need them to walk this way. Okay. Oh, good. Figured it out. So even the remaster version has bugs. It has new bugs. Okay, we did have a harvest, but still not great on the food supply. I think I will wait one more turn here. One more harvest. Right? But I can't expand my industry unless I feed people. But this is not a lot of food. Okay. Yeah, that's annoying as well. I need to bend this road. So it's like that. And actually get rid of that road. And actually shift this over by 1. So then I'll do that. I think this all works appropriately, yes. And then I will have the bazaar go here. You are accept none, buying grain. Start feeding people, sure. There we go. And now we're gonna evolve. Good inundation, okay. This first feeding will be a bit of a problem. Houses upgrading, great. And in terms of entertainment, do I do the... Maybe I just don't focus on it too much. If I go ahead and put a booth here, just for the start. This might cause fires. It might not, but it might. Get some entertainment going. And we went through that food very fast. But that brings in some people, which then allows me to expand my farming even more. I'm not really overproducing anything. If I wanted to use this floodplain, I would need a ferry crossing. Which I could have this begin be set up like this, like that, like that. So that ferry crossing should work, but this side will need something a little extra. I need a house here, and then all the usuals. Firehouse. Architect's post. Police station. Physician. Excuse me. Okay. This is just to get more grain farms down. There. Okay, and then nope, irrigation. Can I? Oh, that counts. Okay, I was just trying to irrigate that one. You can tell if it's irrigated by the little water around it. So this is just going to increase our food supply a little bit more, because we really can't support this. We're going to need a lot more stuff coming in here. Just in terms of trying... I mean, that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more grain farms. Like, in terms of exporting beer, 2,500. So we kind of have 1, 2, 3, 4. I just need more barley. Because, like, these need access to workers, so it's a bit harder to set up. Yeah, it's not...
I have to go clear across the city with these goods. It'll take all day.
Not great, but... Pyramid Foundation still coming along. I think I could maybe free up some workers if I just slow this down. Okay, so we get some spare workers. I can have a total of 6 breweries to try and maximize this. Because we're running low on money. Oh, no, it's fine. Good. Trying to solve our food problems. This is a little bit of extra food. This is a good flood, though. This is helpful. Very nice. Once these farms down here are activated, we should be a little bit more stable. Next harvest should be good, because this is a good flood with extra farms. Good. Now, in terms of the gods, they are displeased. We need another set of shrines, but I can't afford another set of shrines. I'm cutting things a little close here. I need to solve the money problem. Next export of beer, and I should be able to afford something. I could begin, which is cheaper to import? Buyers pay for flax or reeds. Which is more worth it? Flax is 54 to 160. Reeds is 31 to 165. Reeds to papyrus is better. Okay, so we want to import reeds. Importing is needed. And we are going to... We need to export papyrus, which is a new trade route. So you are accepting reeds. And I will get to production. Papyrus maker. That did put me in debt. My bad. I'm gonna sell some beer and then I should actually swap the barley and the beer storage. This is probably not ideal. Can these papyrus makers reach a request for barley? Acknowledge. Okay, I did get out of debt, so that's helpful. A little bit of a harvest here from the non-floodplain food supply here. Okay. It seems like these can't reach... I mean, can this reach the end? Yes, this reaches the end. But these can't find workers, which is a bit annoying. Thought they would have been able to. How far do they walk? This guy here. He reaches. Why aren't these guys... Where are the worker seekers spawning? Oh, that one's spawning on that side. Right. I just need to block this off. Yeah, they do all have workers, except for that one. What was that? That notification? Oh, it's debt, right, because we're importing reeds. Okay, so we're gonna begin producing some papyrus here. In terms of the export for papyrus, who buys it? Abu. Water trade route, 1,500. Salima Oasis, another 1,500 for land trade route. Abu is much cheaper to open though. So total 3,000. Total 3,000 papyrus can be exported. How much reeds can I import? 1,005? That's it for now, I think. So I can only process 1,005. 4 should do. And then we export everything. Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. This is still going along slowly. Any surplus workers walk over. But we do have one dedicated work camp there. This next harvest, this upcoming flood, should solve some good problems here. Right? It should solve it. We do get this trickle of... How much per harvest?
I have to go clear across this. I have to go clear across the
180,
city with
190.
these goods.
Just under 200.
It'll take all day.
Okay. Yeah, I'm concerned a little bit about getting invaded here. There's been no mention of invasions, and also we're surrounded by friendly cities, so I don't know if there's going to be any military on this map. So I'm a little concerned, but not too concerned, but still a little concerned. Oh, right, we need a place to store. Accept none. Accept none. Papyrus. Accept all. Half, I think, should do, because we also need to accept linen into here. I should actually split that up. This should be accepting half reeds and half papyrus. This should be accepting half linen, half flax. That way the reeds and flax distribution is spread out between two different warehouses. Otherwise, one warehouse has to deliver all the reeds and all the flax. It'll be too much. Okay, papyrus is starting to come in. There's some debt. But once we get a good amount of papyrus, we can just sell it straight to Abu. In terms of opening the trade route, it costs 900. So if I want to open it and make my money back, this sellers receive 165. So I need to have 6 papyrus to make my money back, which I currently have. I have 800. So if I open the trade route now to Abu, I will make my money back straight away. So I should definitely just do that. Open water trade route, confirm, and go to export all of my papyrus. So I go 900 further into debt. But I will make that back immediately once Abu shows up.
I don't know why we came. This city never trades, and Dahshur leave is boring.
Not that one. Oh, good harvest is coming in. Okay, here comes the wheat, here comes the barley. I should also now try fulfill that request. What was this? Can I not stockpile from here? 1,100. Barley. Stockpiling the resource. Because I'm getting one set of beer, but then I'll stockpile the rest. Okay, good amount of food. We might actually be able to feed these people now. That's looking more promising. Now, where's the trade ship from Abu?
I love the art of the deal. I can't wait to trade my supplies.
Okay. This is gonna buy all this papyrus. We have 1,200. It's going to be worth a lot. We've got our second export industry going. I need to get some barley farms on these meadows. Just so I have a more steady supply of barley. Okay, go buy the papyrus. We're at 1,300 in debt, but once they grab it, they're taking it all. And I think we get the money when they drop it off. There we go. Okay. Reed to papyrus exports, that should be maximized. Because we can only sell 1,500 a year. And I think it's each workshop produces a bit foreign army invades. 18 months. Right? That's the next thing then. Military buildings. We're gonna need a recruiter. I'll pop it down this way. $1,500 per fort. I don't know if I'm gonna need warships. I feel like this first invasion should not involve warships. Then I need 1,500 per archer fort. Okay. So we can save that up. 6 months, yeah, acknowledge. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get that barley supply within time, but... Okay. Food supply is looking better. 1,000 people. I'll call the city home. Very good. The gods are gonna be upset as well. They're displeased. Everyone's displeased. I need more shrines, but then I need forts. I need everything. It's January. If I didn't have to stockpile the barley, I probably should avoid curses first. Let's go. We need one of each shrine. That should satiate the gods a little bit. Then in terms of... I think I go into debt to throw down this archer fort, and I'll just stick it over here. Yeah. Going into debt to start training some archers, because we are gonna be invaded, and I need to defend. Okay, we're bringing a lot of reeds. If I can get out of debt again, I would probably want to set up the flax industry. The flax to linen. Who does that? Who sells flax? Abu sells flax. Who buys linen? Salima Oasis. Does anyone else buy linen? Maidum buys linen. So we already have the ability to export linen. And I can import to maintain, no, import as needed, flax. And then production for weavers will go here. How much flax can I import? $1,005. Okay. So that means we just need 4 of these as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So that should pretty much max out our imports and exports. We have the workers for it, so it's fine. Employment might be a little bit unstable there, but... We are training archers, though.
We'll fight to the death to defend our fair city.
Good job. Okay, the preparations for the foundations of the pyramid are complete, but we still need to stabilize the rest of our city. Food supply looks like it's okay. 1 year. I don't know if I'm gonna get this barley harvest in time. We might be late on that. It's fine, I think. Because the stockpiling of barley affected our money as well. We're producing some linen, which will go back out. It's not as worth it as the reed to papyrus flow line, but should still be fine. It's still a profit. It's still, flax to linen, 54. It's still basically times 3. Reeds is 31 to 165. Reeds is way better. Yeah, I'm late on this. Acknowledge. 1,100 barley. As we're being invaded. As we're trying to build a great pyramid. Well, a large pyramid. Okay, we've got a couple bits of linen, so that can go out. 100. 100.
I love the art of the deal. I can't wait to trade my supplies.
So we're just gonna be in debt for a little bit. Yeah, this is not looking good, but it will work out in the end. I'm pretty sure it'll work out in the end. Here comes the barley harvest. So I can dispatch and reuse. Thank you. So we can continue selling beer again. Great.
I love the art of the deal. I can't wait to trade my supplies.
Okay. A food harvest happened and we still have food. So I think I needed to increase my barley production. I don't think I can fit another... I could fit a barley farm there. Not the best, but... A gift of 24 plain stone. Okay. Acknowledge. Pause the game. So what I want is storage yard right here for plain stone. I can get that started. Let's make sure it activates. Yes. Okay. All right. I see papyrus. I see linen. Beer should be coming in as well. Which trade ship is this?
I love the art of the deal. I can't wait to trade my supplies.
Papyrus. Accept that. Good. There's some plain stone to get going. Now, we mainly need to just get out of debt. Which is maybe... we might hit a debt anniversary, which is not great. Not the best. I have one archer fort. I don't know if it's gonna be enough. No military academy, but I don't have any more money. That has to be it. Because I'm about to go into the new year in debt, which is also not great. They're buying the linen, finally. They're buying some beer. Oh, I got out of debt for the new year. Back into debt. No inundation at all this year. Yeah, that's pretty bad. At least the food supply is growing. So I reset our debt anniversary right in December. So I might want to just keep expanding military here. Like just go into further debt to keep military going. If there are invasions, I kind of have to. Keep training archers. We'll make the money back. I see papyrus, I see linen, I see beer. Okay, cutting things real close here. I don't need to evolve the houses because we have enough workers for now. But good to know that the food supply is holding solid there. Okay, 4 cart pushers coming to buy stuff. That's a good sign. There goes the beer. There goes the linen. This should all be worth a good amount. Probably not quite enough. Yeah, and then reeds go out. Okay. And then when Abu comes by and buys a papyrus,
I love the art of the deal.
we'll be out of debt.
I can't wait to trade my supplies.
Okay, so we're now training a second fort of archers. I'd like a military academy. Oh, they sell the flax first, which is kind of annoying. They're here in 1 month. Okay. Yeah, because they sold first, I didn't get out of debt. But next trade round should be okay. All right. So close to getting out of debt both times. What are you buying?
I love the art of the deal.
Okay, it's the battle. Did we train enough? Yes, we're fine. We're absolutely fine. Okay. I always think the invasions are going to be much larger than they are. That's fine. Thank you. Okay. So now, as time passes, we will just make money. Are there any other exports that we can take advantage of here? The gems to jewelry, not worth it. Clay to pottery. Does anyone buy pottery? Yes. Yes. How much clay can we import? 2.5. Well, we can set that up. What's the best way to set it up? Maybe use the other side of the river? That'd be kind of messy. I think I just moved these work camps. I think that's the key to making some space here. This is holding barley. Right, I wanted to swap. This is supposed to be holding beer. This is supposed to be holding barley. That way the beer is closer to the docks. So I'm gonna get out of debt and then set up the clay to pottery export line. And then we should be able to, with that money, then we should be able to go smooth sailing forward, right? I think that should be fine. Because we probably don't even need pottery. I know 30 prosperity is not that high. Okay, we are out of debt, which is good. I'm not going to touch things yet until we actually make a bit more money here. Because I don't want to mess things up. What is the... Oh, right, we needed... back into debt. Yeah, that's why. We need to let things stabilize a little bit as we go in and out of debt. We were able to export grain, but I don't know if that's a good idea. Since we haven't even evolved these houses and we still need to triple our population. So I think I'll just sit on it for a while. There might be requests and stuff as well. I'll just set up another storage yard here. Okay, it does copy the settings over. Just so there's more storage for grain. Okay, currently out of debt, but papyrus is working, the flax, the linen's working, the beer's working. Okay, all of this looks good. What I wanted to do was move... What's the most efficient way to do this? I wanted to move the work camps. If I move... two work camps to there. I could have a work camp there, but then I move those three. And then I needed a warehouse. I don't know if I can extend this road, because that would solve the problem. But would that be too far if I move the dock to here? Can that dock function? Yes. So I can now move the dock over. We also need to make sure the fires and architects posts can reach that dock. Yes. So then that allows a warehouse to be here, holding half clay, half pottery. And then I do production, potters, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I go to the trade window to import as needed and export all the pottery. And that sets up. Might need more people, which means I give you guys some gardens. And I'll bring in more people to get this working. Okay. Pottery, linen, papyrus, import to export time, working out. And beer continues as well. That should give us all the money for everything we need. Prosperity is already 22. Great. I just want to make sure we bring in all the people, and then checking the gods. Apathetic, amiable. Ptah needs a bit more. Shrine to Ptah. There. Just make them a little bit happier. Okay. Now, in terms of military, I will go ahead and throw down now a military academy. Yeah, that puts us in debt. I just want to make sure we don't have any more military issues. In terms of the monument, I can have the... throw a stonemasons guild down, and we can start laying the rocks we have. I like how it says the large pyramid is 14% complete, but it's like... this is the easy part. It feels like it's more like 5% complete. Okay, pottery's already coming in, and I'll start going out. Okay. Let's get the money back in. Maybe one more military fort. Yes, yes. All right, this is feeling good. I still feel a little short on barley. I think what I do is I replace these 3 farms with barley farms, since we have more than enough food. Because that's what we actually need. Just to get a bit more barley going, because I don't think we're maxing our... yeah, 2,500. This should bring us close, I think. What's the next? Oh, they placed the limestone first. I guess we can start producing the limestone. So what I need to do is I need to set up a house right here. With the usuals. This is firehouse, architect's post, police station, 2 months, physician. Okay. Well, we have 2 full archer forts now. Money is continuing to come in. Yep. We just bought a bunch of clay, that's why we went into debt, but then this
We're waiting for some
buys
cargo to be delivered to our ship.
linen. There is still more floodplain down there. 1 month. Okay, we should be fine. We've got like almost double the troops now. Little bit of unemployment. We can still evolve a bunch of these houses. This is now set up. We'll need road extending out. Okay, it is a larger invasion, but I think we're fine with 2 forts of archers. Yes, we are absolutely fine. We're road blocking that so that we can then have storage yard here, and I will make sure this doesn't collapse either. This will be holding limestone so that I can then set up production for limestone quarries. Get that going. I'll start with 4 so that they just come in batches of 4. In terms of decorations, let's go ahead and put down tall guy. I always like tall guy. That'll get us the people we need. Good inundation, great. All right, there was that year with no inundation. And that's why barley was worse as well. Okay, things are now feeling a bit more stable. So limestone will now be able to be delivered. So in terms of plain stone, we do need to set that up as an import as well. There's not really any great spot for that. What's the best way to handle this? Plainstone comes from land or sea. Not you. Water root. All right, wood is land. Okay, wood is land root. That's good to know. So wood, I just need to import a little bit. Hold on. Biblos also sells wood. Okay. I wish this said how much wood we would need. Because we need wood. But I can have it be here. Because then I could preemptively import all the wood we need. Yeah, that's fine. This monument doesn't need wood? Doesn't it need wood to build the ramps up? Like to get to the next layer? Yeah, that's what I mean. The carpenter needs wood to build the ramps for the monument. And it needs 200, but total wood to complete this monument. Like, how much wood does the carpenter need in total for this monument? Because I worry about, like, the trade route shutting down or something. Because currently, there is one trade route that sells wood by land. The other sells wood by water. If the land stays open, I can have the wood imported anywhere. If it's by water, I need to squeeze it in here. So if I'm concerned that the land trade route would shut down at some point. So I would want the like what I might opt to do, not necessarily, but what I might opt to do is to go ahead and import all the wood I need in one go. So like importing to maintain 200 is fine, yes, but then the trade route shuts down. Then what? Accept all. Putting it back here. Because this, I'll keep this as a backup empty storage yard for plainstone in case more gifts come in. The monument, I'm having the Carpenter's Guild right there. Don't know if the Carpenter's Guild needs road access, but just in case I can give it. There. If absolutely required. Limestone producing fine. I should just roadblock that to keep it organized. Yes, so monuments coming along. Now on this side, I do need to still squeeze in if I set this to quart, half should be fine, right? We never have that much beer. Except this to half plainstone. And then I can begin importing. Import to maintain 400. Actually, for example, like, let's say I want to just buy 800 wood now. And then, was it plainstone? I need to importing as needed. 305. Cool. Did I open the trade route? Salima Oasis sells the wood. I'm going to open this trade route. There we go. Okay, so I know importing a lot in one go is very expensive, yes. But let's say I need, like, how many layers does this pyramid have? Let's say it has 12 layers, so I'll need 1,200 wood. Because I think it's 100 wood per ramp. So I could just save up now and get all that wood in now. I don't think we need more limestone quarries, actually. I think this is fine. Population is half of where we need to be with this housing block. There's plenty more meadowland here, so I could just set up another housing block here. Yeah, they're not military trained. Poor access to workers, yeah, that's fine. Some of them have to die to become military trained. Okay, so some plainstone is now being imported and delivered. Good. Money's looking okay. Let's squeeze in another archer fort somewhere back here. More archers. Like, I feel like I want another one. But I'm gonna import a whole bunch of wood soon, so let's save the money. So, like, the cost of wood is buyers pay 225. So if I wanted to import it like 12, it'll be like 2,500-ish, which I have right now. I could just buy 12. I'm gonna buy 8. Like, I have the money to just spam buy wood right now. Here comes the trader.
Buy low, sell high. That's my motto.
Limestone is doing fine. I will just expand our potential storage. In case something happens in the future. Good inundation. So I just imported a bunch of plain stone. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. We get all of this wood in. So that should just keep us going somewhat. Maybe I do just stock up to 2,000, 1,000. Yeah. Let's go to 1,600 wood. Just stock it all up right now before maybe something happens to that trade route. Then worst case, I can squeeze wood in some other way by the sea trade route. So now, in terms of expanding our housing, I do want to maximize this. Prosperity is 27 out of 30, so I think if we just maintain everything to this level, it should be fine to ordinary cottages. I do want to tax them though, so let's go ahead and go to services and not family mansion, town palace. Town palace. Town palace? No. But I want the town palace. That. Could technically fit it there, but I have to move these things, which should be safe if I do this, right? That should be fine. Then the town palace will go here. Yeah. Family mansion can go there. Yeah, we're still in and out of debt because we're now importing a bunch of stuff. I did just import a bunch of wood. How much is here? 1,300. 200 is in there. I guess that's enough wood for now. Close enough. Importing to maintain. I'll set it to 200 now. Okay, so I got a bunch of the wood in. Limestone supply seems fine, because it's just the outer layer, so it's now just the plain stone to be concerned about, which I am currently importing pretty much as I can. It's May now. Checking 16. I can import 40 a year. That's the max. Yeah, 40 a year. And this requires 40 a year is going to take a long time to do 1,300. There must be changes. But once we set it up to be as fast as possible, it'll be fine. I'm going to get out of debt. And then I will tax people. I just need to make sure I do actually import all 40 plain stone a year. Otherwise, it'll take even longer. Currently at 32 out of 40. And it's July. So yeah, that should be fine. We should already be maxing 40 stone a year. Comply with Pharaoh requests. Well, I mean, nothing's come in, right? I'm not missing something? No. Oh, our food supply is actually struggling. I see. And we're even running out of barley. We've run out of food. Here comes a harvest. We do need to take advantage of this meadowland. And if I wanted to do that, I'm going to need a house. Where can the farm go up to? Up to there, okay. House here. We need all the basics. Warehouse. Architect's post. Police station. Physician. Roadblock there. So then I can have these farms, get access to this house here. Okay. It's October. Checking the trade here. We are maxing plainstone imports. Okay. That's good to know. This new harvest should tide us over for a little bit. Are you military academy trained? I mean, I have this military academy, but it's like, even though it's poor, even though it's poor access, we do have a military academy. I don't know why it's not training our soldiers. How much is a recruiter? So I could... Recruit is not that expensive. I'm gonna... $225. If I move the recruiter to somewhere else, just like here, then I could move this roadblock up to shorten the walking path for the military academy, which then, yes. Why is it not showing the spawn location? Grain. Dispatch. Usually when you hover over a building, it shows the spawn location, but it's not working for the military academy. Huh. Well, okay. We need food. Kingdom signing climbs, great. So I'm doing... I just need to redesign this whole area. It's kind of a mess. Because if I want irrigation to get through here, I can't have that physician there. So I need to swap that, clear not that. I need to have the physician. Plain stone, 48. I don't have room for that. Do I? I do have room for that. Accept. Okay, great. To make sure I keep getting plain stone, I'll accept a quarter plain stone into that warehouse. I was placing a physician right here because I needed to get the irrigation to squeeze on over. So I need the irrigation line to do something. That's not the most efficient, but then I can have foreign army invades. Like that. I can make that work. So then I have road going through like that. Irrigation going through like this. Irrigation going through like that. Roadblock there so that these walk by that house. And this just increases our food supply to maybe stabilize this block. Wow, harvest already. How much?
I have to go clear
Everybody's. This city is.
I have to go clear
16.
across the city with
30.
these goods.
Okay.
It'll take all day.
That should stabilize things a little bit. Now, in terms of barley's also not looking great, but are we maxing our exports? That's the only main question here. 2,500. These are all filled with 200 each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, we are short on some barley. But we'll see how this should be okay. Like, more floodplain farming would be nice, but I think I have to use this for, like, more food supply. If I maybe to start planning this. I could have... I'll have 2 more barley, and then grain supply. Just squeezing in what we can. Because then we'll have road on this side. These are a bit far, but actually it will just function anyway. Then we just need a bridge across there. And those are now functioning, which means I just need to have a road connection here, road block there. Oh, we are short on some people. Let's bring in a couple of houses. Okay, so the work camps can now send workers down to those farms, which it's a long walk, but let's make sure they're irrigated as well. That's 3 extra farms, 2 extra barley farms. That should stabilize the barley supply. That looks like a good amount of barley. This food delivery seems to be good as well. Nice. I will also try and evolve this house. That's not... I can fit another row of shrines there, so let's go ahead and do the row of shrines, another row of shrines. Grab the wrong one. One shrine each, evolve that house, good. Okay, so we are slightly past halfway. The first layer of the pyramid is fine. Limestone is more than well enough. Wood, we should have enough wood for a long while to get through this pyramid. I can max out our military. That way I'll feel much safer. So let's go ahead and have another archer fort. Another archer fort. Is it too ambitious to just put the last one down? Maybe I'll wait on the last one. Because once we max out military, with enough archers, no invasion's gonna work. Not at this level anyway. So work camps should send workers down there. It's just a long walk. Dahshur levels are so hard. This one's a little tricky, especially getting started. So it's December now. Just want to check. Did we max out our plainstone import? We did not. Because of that gift, we actually don't have room to import it all. So I think I will just go ahead and have another space for it here. Another room for quarters, plainstone there. And I could just set this to accept quarter plainstone. Just set all of these warehouses to accepting quarter plainstone. This house here should be fine. Okay, that money, I'll just max out our archers. Okay, we can't place any more archers. I'm unsure if my military academy is just not functioning. I think this might actually be bugged. So I'm just gonna delete it. And I might replace it somewhere else. Now that we are actually getting some money, I could stick it somewhere. Maybe just back here. Foreign army invades. So I'm pretty confident we're gonna be fine. not great. I'll do that. Okay, so I'll just stick a military academy back there. Which may or may not work, but whatever. Okay, food supply. Looking a little bit better. These farms down here are actually functioning, even though they take a long time to get there. It's still better than 0. Lots of plain stone here. In terms of getting things moving, I think I put another work camp there. I need more disconnected work camps here, as in work camps not connected to farmland. So I'm gonna do this. Stick a couple work camps back there and expand our population. Yep, that's fine. Okay. So these disconnected work camps, because they can't send workers to the farms, they only work on the monument. People tend to wonder why I'm doing things like this. Yeah, this is also a terrible place for that. So when there are farms to send workers to, the work camps will send farms to the workers instead of working on the monument. So currently, there's only one work camp here dedicated to the monument. So in terms of bringing the plain stone over, one work camp is not clearing all the plain stone we've imported here. We need to have more work camps shifting things over. And with these new farms I placed down here, the work camps are sending workers all the way around down here to go work on these. So the connected work camps are not really moving the plain stone anymore. So that's why I placed these two up here, because these two will now be dedicated to moving the plain stone. In terms of getting stuff moving a bit faster, though, I think what we need is more of these, so that we can actually get more people here waiting, because we've completely overproduced limestone. So limestone is like not even a concern. In terms of how much limestone we do need like 422 blocks of limestone, which is a lot. But I think I can actually just remove a couple limestone quarries at this point, because we're not moving it that fast. So to increase the speed of the... I mean, I could still... If I can support more houses, I can just have more houses here. We could get up 2,000 population. If our food supports it. Which I think it does. For an environment. Yep. Like, we're gonna have more than enough military. In terms of food... like, I don't see anything particularly stockpiling up, so I think we are still maxing our exports here. Barley seems stable enough, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Plus 2,000. Yeah, we've got more than enough barley. So that should maximize the beer exports. Checking now is November. In terms of the beer exports so far, 1,800. I'll check back next year, because I feel like this should max it. Might need one more brewery, actually. I think that's the problem. It's not stable, but that might solve it. I think I don't need to tax people, but maybe I should anyway. Let's go to services, town palace. And then tax collector. Right in the corner. Can I not? There we go. Tax collector right in the corner. Make sure those houses evolve. Okay. That brings us to 2,000 people out of the target 3,000. I should then also set up family mansion. Yeah, that works. Drop my salary to 20 so that I can start saving up to raise in terms of military. I'll go ahead and get that military academy back. So this should just be stable employment. I don't know if it'll work. It didn't seem to be working just now. Okay, this is now going a little bit faster. Yep. We're just spending lots of stuff. Okay, this feels like as smooth sailing as it can be. In terms of making sure we just always have... Yeah, we're fine. There's like 4 guys. Shoot them! They're dead. I wanted to... Let's make sure... Just room for a bit more plain stone to be gifted, because I assume the gifts might get a little bit bigger. Otherwise, this is going to take a long time. I do have 6 forts, right? Yeah, 6 archer forts. Maybe just not enough of the soldiers were trained. So if we can support this population, in terms of food, like feeding another block of houses, I mean, there is still some meadowland here. It's just getting them to have work access. I might just set it up on the other side. So I'll max out food supply, build another housing area here. A smaller one, because we just need another 1,000 people. Yes. I'll try not touching things for a little bit to get out of debt properly. It's like there's no more military I'm going to be building. Are we finally shifting the plain stone out of here? I think we are. It's July now. We bought 32 out of 40 plain stone and there is room for it. Okay, we are shifting the plain stone. Prosperity is 29 out of 30. I think if we stabilize our money, that should hit 30. Are there burial provisions? Yes. Okay, papyrus, beer, pottery. We can do that. Okay. Just in case, I'm gonna make a save here. New save. Well, Dahshur. Because now I'm gonna speed up the game. Because I think we're good. If I speed up the game, I think it's gonna be okay. City sentiment is falling. Let's just drop taxes a bit. Yeah, now money's coming in. Plain stone, 48. Accept, thank you. Let's slow it down again. Because we actually got a bunch of money. Alright. Limestone. A request. Oh, okay. Dispatch. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. I think it's just our scattered housing that's pulling down our prosperity by like a point, which is a bit annoying. Because I helped medium successfully, you have become more popular. Okay, good. But now with money, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and set this up. To squeeze in whatever housing I can. Can I get an irrigation out of here? Don't think so. Could I send an irrigation? No, I can't. We have the grain. So I am roading there, roading here. Okay, breaking that. I am road blocking here. Another gift of plainstone, great. So I don't want them walking this way. I'm just road blocking the whole thing. That doesn't really work. Actually, it might work. If I then go to services, bridge there, and bridge there, I can then extend the road out this way, extend the road out this way, and then this road extends up to here, this extends up to here. I am not concerned about invasions at this time. I can loop that a little bit closer there. Do this, and then I do just a bit of a normal loop. There's a battle. We have more than enough archers. Tsukai Makiri, thank you so much for joining. It's very kind of you. Good. Roadblock, 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 roadblock. And then I have house, house. Firehouse. Architect's post. Police station. Physician. House. House. Water supply. Temple to Ptah. I can now shrine it up. I'll go 4 shrines each. Okay, that should keep people pretty happy. What else do they need? Oh, people aren't moving in. I just realized people are not moving in. Why are people unhappy? Where's my overseer? Universally loathed because of high taxes. It's 5%. Why are people so unhappy? What was this? The physician. There's a fire. What burned down? The police station. I didn't realize people weren't moving in. I dropped it to 5%. Why are people so unhappy? Let's increase wages. That's my salary. I'm still not used to this UI. Where are wages? There. Just pay 8 over. Some stuff might burn down until people move in. City sentiment is going up. Here they come. Hopefully we can maintain. And then I go bazaar. Right here. It's a roadblock. Just buying grain. Okay, yes. And I want to just add a bit of entertainment here. To the booth. Second water supply, just to make sure that stays stable. Good. Gods are happy. This should bring our population to 3,000. How's the pyramid? Continuing. Nice. And with this increase in population, make sure we got plenty of stonemasons sitting around, and then extra work camps to really make things move a bit faster. Good. Oh, I forgot to build a physician. It's okay. It's all fine. Yep, they're dying. They are indeed dying. Big statue. We got plenty of grain. Gardens in the middle. And we never plazaed it up. It's time to plaza it up. Gift of stone, thank you. Plaza. They're just asking for lots of grain now. Okay, the gifts of stone do go a long way. The battles, yeah, my kingdom standing clans. So kingdom rating is almost where it needs to be. I think I should have enough to gift it. In terms of prosperity, what's holding it back are the few scattered tents I have around. And I don't know if I could potentially... What? A gift of 2,400 copper. I mean... Sure? $29 is the cap for ordinary cottage? Damn. I have to give them some pottery. Accept. So if I want to give them some pottery, I'd have to stop selling it. If I give some pottery to this small block, it should be fine. So let's go to stock and distribution, storage yard. I could have this here, and I set this to getting pottery. Just to a quarter. And then I set it so that we only export pottery when it's over 800. Like, we do have plenty of money. Barley's fine. We're wiping the flax and the reeds. So that's good to see. So we currently just don't have enough plain stone. In terms of plain stone, 24 out of 40 imported so far. Here comes more. 32 out of 40. So we are maxing the plain stone imports. Yes, good. And if I... Why is there pottery in this bazaar? Oh, when I first placed it, I think they just went and grabbed it, I guess. What do you need to evolve? More entertainment, right. So, entertainment will need a conservatory. You know what? Just build it in the block. And I will replace this booth with a bandstand. That should get our prosperity to where it needs to be, yes. And just to compensate, you know what? I'm gonna tax you. You don't get to be the nicest houses in town without getting taxed. Okay, that brings up prosperity to where it needs to be. Oh, right. Gift. Send a gift. How much do I have in my... 2,000. Lavish gift. Oh, it changes every time you open it. Do I want to send an educated monkey, Arabian stallions, a troop of performers, a chest of sapphires? What would you like to receive? A Babylonian tablet, Persian carpets, that's a classic, Libyan bodyguards, ancient carvings. So they apply to all, but like I suppose this is like better. Cheetahs and giraffes? I don't know, what do you like? African ivory? Chest of sapphires sounds good. Dispatch. That brings our kingdom rating to where it needs to be. Prosperity is shot past a bit. Great. You'd like to receive more RAM? Look, you can't wish for the impossible. There is no such thing as more RAM. The year is 2026. There is none. What color would you like your dragon to be? Just download more. Just uninstall Chrome. That's how you download more RAM. So everything's good to go. We just need some... a culture block. We need a culture district. You know, if you call it a culture district, it feels less cheesy. We're doing this. You... I need one of you. Probably multiple of you, actually. Let's do that to try and stabilize it. We will need one of you. And then I will need religion, entertainment, juggler school, conservatory. Oof. Yeah, I'm happy with the number of archers we've got. They still get us a little bit. That should be good for the culture rating. Sometimes, right, dentist counts as culture. Let's give people dentistry. Dentist for you. Dentist for you. It's culture to have better teeth. The lesson from Pharaoh. And then just give it a while for the culture to be... Dancers. Must we have dancers? Dancers. If I replace 2 of these with pavilions. That should... Oh, there we go. Instant 35. Okay, we're good. I will stabilize fire and architect's post because there's a lot of intersections in a culture block. The culture district. My apologies. Okay, so limestone is pretty much infinite. That's like not even a concern. The only thing that remains is plain stone. In terms of burial provisions, we need 1,200 beers, 1,200 pottery, 1,200 papyrus. If I wanted to prepare that, I can go ahead and do this and have 1, 2, 3. You are gonna be... And we can dispatch grain. Get 1,200. 1,200 is half-ish. That's 1,006. Get half beer. Get half pot. No, not you as well. You get half gift of 48 plain stone. Thank you. You get half pottery. And you get half... It was linen, right? And then I set all of my exports to... Half is 1,600, right? So I just export when everything is over 1,600. This needs to be 1,600 plus 8, 8, 16, 24... 2,400. And you over 1,200. Or 600, rather. So we're just gonna stockpile all of this stuff here. Right? It was linen, right? No, papyrus, not linen. We are fine. Getting half papyrus, which means I can go back to selling linen. But keeping 1,200 papyrus. 1,600 papyrus. Okay. And that will sort burial provisions. Yes. New ramp, good. And I think before anything messes up with our wood supply, I'm gonna just import to maintain like 2,600 on wood. That should be more than enough once that comes in. Okay, we've almost got enough stonemasons to cover the whole layer. How much more stone? 480, 274. Okay, it's coming along. It's coming along. Now that we've sped up the game. We're short on workers. These Libyans need to know when they're beat. You can't send 6 guys. Our arrows will glitch out the sound. We have so many archers. Oh, 3,000 population. I didn't even realize we didn't get to the target population. Now we have. So now we've hit all requirements. Yes. Aging population is probably pulling down our workforce somewhat. It's October, just making sure we're still maximizing plain stone import. Yes. So we need another 10 years, considering maybe a gift comes in. If another gift comes in, for every gift it basically knocks a year and a bit off of our requirements. In terms of how long it's going to take. In terms of burial provisions, we are good to go. Distant battle. Send troops to Kyrene. Land route, small force. Small force. I'm gonna send... a bit extra. Everything but one. Okay, so we are still exporting papyrus, exporting pottery, exporting beer. Yes. Good. Okay, this next layer, we should have enough stonemasons to just cover the whole thing from the get-go. That does at least allow the limestone to just all be delivered. I think it's enough. Oh no, we're still a little short. How was Kyrene already founded at the time? I'm unsure of the dates in this game. Oh, I can stop importing wood. Straw. Straw. You accept straw. And we'll copy you and accept straw somewhere else. Just to allow enough straw to accumulate. Dispatch and reuse. Double gift. We might not have even had enough space for that one. Dispatch that. Hold on. Slow the game down. I need a bit more storage space here, if that many gifts are coming in. Yes. Oh, accidentally paused. Okay, that filled my storage with stone. Distant battle. Kyrene still needs your troops. What? Didn't I already dispatch them? I did dispatch them. That's not how troop... Wait. What have I not pressed? No, currently fighting in Kyrene. Yeah, it says they're currently fighting in Kyrene. The request is only handled as time runs out. Oh, okay. Right, so I've done it correct. I just gotta wait. 2 months. I don't know if I'll be able to survive that. I've got 1 fort left behind. Hopefully we're okay. Actually, some pressure on this one. Okay, we're fine. Limestone is actually going down a little bit there. $288 blocks of plainstone. Okay. We're a little short on workers. Our army was victorious. Okay. Kingdom rating is 100. I can probably start cutting back on some work camps. Can I make anything more efficient? Not my style. There's another house there. Making things more efficient? Why would I do that? Don't know if the gods are still unhappy, but just to be safe, let's go... Temple complex to Ptah. What does this do? I can't even remember. Can't even fit it anywhere. Let's just have it here. Improves your city's ability to build monuments. I didn't even know this. Should have done that sooner. Forgot about that. I forgot about temple complexes. I don't know how exactly it improves the ability. It just says improves the ability. In what way? Improves your ability to build monuments. Oh, the text cuts off. While an... Spurs quarries, woodcutters, brickworks. That doesn't help me, actually. Okay, it's fine. I didn't build it earlier. It just makes the limestone quarries go faster, which is not the problem. If I had plain stone quarries, that would be helpful. Barley, dispatch. Plain stone, thank you. So it must be getting close, right? 128 blocks of plain stone. We just got a gift of 48. That leaves 2 years left on imports alone. As long as our army's here, we're fine. We're a little short on workers. 173 now. Good. Yeah, the mechanic of monuments in Pharaoh is basically to ensure that you play the game long enough for bad things to happen. We're still pretty early in the campaign, all things considered, so, you know, not too many bad things happen at this point. But like in later missions, you have to spend years building the monuments, and then the invasions get larger and larger, trade gets worse. Like here, it's sort of forcing the aging mechanic as our people age. Could maybe... move that to here to increase housing. Compensate a little bit there. But we are fine, all things considered. 100 and... going through a lot of blocks of limestone. 100 something. 6, 9. I think I have enough limestone. So I'm just going to clear... Can I clear? No, I can't clear that yet. Dispatch that. Have we got enough plainstone? We have enough plainstone. A gift of plain stone. So I've actually built this faster than the mission intends because I'm still getting gifts of plain stone and I don't need any more plain stone. All right, we're getting up there. Almost done. As things get spent, I can just clear stuff. Free up some workers. I don't need this many reeds. Get rid of that. Just another 30-something blocks of limestone. You're playing a new era, but you don't hear some of the music you used to hear in OG Pharaoh. There is a way to get OG music into Pharaoh New Era. But just in case for copyright concerns, I can't tell you how exactly, but there is a way to do it. That's what I've done here. The OG music is playing. Okay, yes. We're at the top of the pyramid now. Almost done. We're just doing the last bit up there. And then we have to smooth it out. One last attempt from the Bedouins, who also don't know when to give up. They are dead. Everything's been delivered. Yes. Now smooth it out, please. Dispatch. This is one of the more satisfying processes of the monument building. More plain stone, except I got space for it. We don't need it anymore. I don't think this process can go faster than this, because we have more than enough stonemasons guilds. You heard the track Longing and had to check twice what version you were playing. A gift of copper. I don't need copper. Why are they sending me copper? Is it for export? Can we sell copper? Does someone buy copper? Or weapons? Yes, we could sell it to Salima Oasis. That's a land trade route, right? Yeah, I could have just sold the copper, but I think by the time I got the copper gift, I didn't need it anymore. I don't even know what I just... Oh, okay, that's fine. By the time I got the copper gift, I was already fine on money. Oh, they can only do one layer at a time. So as the layers get wider, more and more workers can come at a time. Okay. It's getting there. And I do have the burial provisions, yes. Why does it center there? What is it centering on? Oh, it's trying to center on the build thing. You should center to the middle like that. Ah, nice and smooth. This is just enjoying the ambience of Pharaoh portion. I'm trying to align the points. When did I close the nilometer? Pretty much centered. Like, I could shorten the road a little bit, but too late now. And the final layer. And the monument, the pyramid. The first large pyramid in the campaign, I think. It is now finished. Breaks that road. Let's replace that road. Ah, we've done it. We're now short 400 workers. But it's okay. Dispatch, dispatch, dispatch. The pyramid is now complete, and that should be victory.
Outstanding. You have played an integral role in a landmark moment, the construction of the first true pyramid. With the completion of Snarfru's pyramid, you have set the standard of pyramid building that all others will follow.
I am still a little bit too good at this game, but it's getting a little bit pressure. I'm feeling a little bit of pressure at the start, but pyramid is finished. You can now sleep in it peacefully. The starts of missions are starting to feel a little bit hard. Well, not hard, but like a little challenging, which is nice. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this. We have conquered North Dahshur. This is still early on in the campaign, all things considered. But I hope you're enjoying this playthrough anyway. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see these missions ahead of schedule, you can be a YouTube member or Twitch subscriber. Thank you so much for doing that if you so desire. And thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video.